Hare Krishna, everyone. Actually, I'm going to talk about Java 16 feature of how we can use records. Basically, so let's get started. Let me put into presentation mode. Okay. So basically, before Java 16, right? We were doing like simple, like we have class, public class, and then we have private fields, and then we have constructor, public constructor, and then we have setter getter method, and we are overriding the equals method to compare object identity. So first here we are checking both object are equal or not. Then also next we are checking like class are equal or not. If is not equal, then return false. And we are comparing the also the object identifiers of each object. Basically here, if you see, like we are doing object are equals, right? This is utility my class. Okay. And we also comparing the generating the hash code, depend upon the three attributes. And we are trying to return as a two string override in a JSON representation format, right? Simple, like that way. So we need to do lot of things, right, to achieving these things in Java. Like in other language might be you have seen different type, like we have value classes, we have data classes in Kotlin, right? But in Java, we don't have such feature like that. We are using like Lambbook, Lamb library, Lambok library, and we are doing things. But now Java 16 come up with these features. Okay, so how we are going to achieve, like before Java 16 we are doing with these things, and how we can achieve these things feature, like through the record. Okay, so let me go to command one. So here, if I want to convert this person before Java 16, right? What I need to do, just I need to do use the record keyword, correct? And if you are using the record keyword, if you see how this is coming up, so if you see here is, earlier we were saying by default all classes are extending the object class. But if you see, if I'm using the record, that class is extended by default what? Record class. It coming from the Java LNG record. That is one thing. Okay, so I will talk more about in details, but let's start with basic how you create a syntax and how you can achieve these things. So basically, what are you trying to do here is you are trying to create a public record keyword. You're going to put in the class name front of it, and you are going to pass the parameter. And this is your just starting, and curly brace is going to end. So this is just basic syntax, right? What you can do that. So I'm not talking much here about what is it, how you're going to record feature. But in next video I'm going to talk more about how you can use the record. So let me what I need to do, let me use the Java P, so that we can see how internally these things uh, are there actually. So if I go to view tools and go to terminal, right? uh, where is terminal? Here. Okay, so if what I need to do, command L. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to compile this. Okay, so like I'm going to say Java C compile the person class. Okay, one second. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Java C, and I'm going to class Java C, and I'm going to compile this class. Okay, but if you use Java P with Java 16, right, without before Java 16, you see everything is coming as a public, right? This generated class, if you see, this is coming as everything is a public. Now if I need to compile, like control L, clear all these things, like compile this class person class, okay, with the Java 16 feature. So if I say Java C person dot Java, right, and if I say Java P person, right, just class. Okay, so you see, so good thing is here, if you see this class, right, content, using the java p command. This is converted, in a different way. What is different way mean is, if you see the class is final, okay, the thing is here. So we are trying to create a immutable class. Basically, whatever, if you put record keyword in front of it, so we are trying to everything convert as a final class, I mean immutable class. And if you see here, here is extending the record class. So you can't extend this class anymore, right? Because we are not supporting uh, you know multiple inheritance in java. Because if you are trying to extend more than that, then it's not only, can implement more than one interface, right, in java. So one thing is, here we are seeing public final class is coming up and extending the java lng. And the good thing is, if you see here, right, this is a public constructor, okay, but all attributes are becoming a final. You see, everything is become final. Hmm? So you can't override it as well, in your constructor. So as you see, equals method is also generated, right? Once it be compiled, a normal java class having the constructor as well, right? So you see the constructor, you see the toString, you see the hash code, you see the equals, you see the name, see the gender. So all are generated, right? So java having all the classes, right? And one more thing is, I already mentioned you the record classes already, common base class for all Java language record classes. So once you, when anything you are saying the record class, that means you are not going to extend that class anymore. So that's, you need to aware of it, and you need to make sure understand this is the final class. You're not going to extend it, as well as you're not going to override or any final variables, because by default are final. That's good actually. So this was the introduction about Java 16, like a record future. But in next video, what I am going to do, I am going to walk through and detailed discussion what feature we have in records, and what we can use going forward. Okay. So thank you. Hope you like this video. Yeah, and enjoy. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.